What up, y'all? It's Jeff Wilson here at the Texas Fish Room. Well, my plans aren't going exactly how I wanted them to go. My goal was to get this tank right here online this weekend, but due to the fact I don't have all my bulkheads I'm needing, I might have the parts laying around for this. So what we have here is a 400-gallon system. We have the built-in sumps, which will make stuff a little bit easier. I got all the plumbing already from the guy who I got this aquarium from, so that's going to help out. And I have all the other stuff I need that I got from Hygger. So what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start doing all the plumbing for the sump. It's not too much, it's a few elbows and fittings and whatnot. We'll be right back. So now I got the PVC portion of the plumbing done. It's time to go with my pump. What I got here is the Hygger HG 915. So I'll be able to pump plenty of water with this, and what makes it nice, I have this little control. I can sit here and set the flow I want with it, so that way I'm not depending on what I end up stocking this tank with, I don't put too much flow with whatever's in there, and I cycle this tank over plenty quick enough. So I'm going to get to plumbing this in and show you how all that looks. Well, we do have our Hygger pump off in there now. We got our plumbing going through. Plumbing out here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to fill this up with a little bit of water, make sure everything's working good. And we'll get all three of these chambers full of water as well, and start getting this tank where it can start cycling. So we now have water going in here. What I'm going to do now, we'll start putting some sand in here. That way it'll start becoming wet and I won't have much of a mess as I'm adding the sand into this. And of course, my sand of choice is the Quikrete pool filter sand. Normally comes out pretty clean. Every now and then I'll get it back if it's a little dirty, but here lately it's been pretty nice. I say that, just watch this be a mess and I have to do a few water changes to get it filtered through. I'm going to put about 200 pounds in here and we'll check it out here in just a minute. And of course, I jinxed myself. So, still gonna let this fill up, do a water change, and fill it back up again. And hopefully everything looks good and clear. But tank is starting to take shape. It's looking great in there already, minus the dirty water. But that ain't nothing a little water change can't fix. But we'll let this keep filling up a little bit more, do a water change, fill it back up again, and we'll be right back. Well, things are not going as planned. I now have a leaking bulkhead fitting, which I had to use a used one because the ones I need have been on back order for months. That's why I'm not getting that tank up and going today, or because I had fittings that fit this one that were used and they're leaking. So got the tank fully drained again, and now I can't get the fittings off. They're wanting to fight me. Oh, so I'm gonna call tonight and come back and mess with this tomorrow. Never fun. Well, might be a little hard to tell, but finally got everything dry in here. Took a whole day of just letting this air dry and everything, where the little bit of water leaking in from the overflow would let that dry. Now I gotta let that silicone dry for another day, so this video is actually gonna be coming out a day later than I want it to. But I'm not gonna let this tank kick my butt. We'll have it up and going here sometime tomorrow. Well, here we go. 2 days behind schedule, but we're filling it up for the second time. Hopefully we have no leaks this time. We'll find out pretty quick. I got the water flow up pretty high just to try to fill it up real quick, because I don't feel like waiting longer than I need to. Give this a few minutes and we'll be right back. Well, I know that water's a little loud behind me, but I have no leaks now. So we're gonna start on the filtration. And what I use for my biomedia, these Hygger blocks right here. These things, I've used them in quite a few aquariums I have here. They hold a lot of biomedia. So I'm gonna end up putting probably this full case in here. Don't know what I want to stock with it, but heck, it'll start building up bacteria on there, which is going to help no matter what I put in here. And I do like to pull these from time to time to stick in other tanks, which I will end up taking some out of the koi pond in here to jumpstart the cycle. Definitely recommend these Hygger bio blocks. So as you see, I just have these sitting off in here for right now. So what's going to happen, the water's going to drain down into this, which I'll have some filter floss as soon as I can make my way to Walmart. It'll come into this chamber, which will have all my biomedia. And then we got this one back here, which will have the pump, and also I'll end up putting more biomedia in there as well. Can't ever have too much filtration. So the next thing I'm going to be setting up in this is my heater. Granted, right now, definitely don't need one in here. It's plenty warm in here. It'll be this way where I probably won't need a heater for probably late September, early October, maybe then. But so what I have here is the HG921 Smart HG921 Smart heater that I should have opened up beforehand. So what I'm going to do with this will actually sit into the sump as well. That way nothing's up here. Now, what I could have actually did on this, I do have another chamber up here, but due to the way this heater is, it won't fit in there because it actually has a slot built for like your standard Eheim heater or Fluval heater. But this right here, just a little too big for it. And this is a 500 watt heater. We'll get it set up, have it in there, and come October, November, whenever it is, we'll see how it works. So while this is still filling up, what I ended up installing was the Hygger planted HG978 lights. Due to the length of this, I had to run these front to back like this. I will probably end up building some bracketry to get them where I can mount them sideways. I'm not a fan on how I have them mounted right now. Water is a little cloudy, but that is because that's fresh sand in there. The filtration's not going. I should have that going here in about another 2 to 3 minutes as soon as this gets filled up the rest of the way. We now have filtration from the sump going. I need to get some double-sided tape to mount this on here. I still need to play with the flow and figure out what all this can do, but it's fun to plug and play. So right now, of course, I got my lights in there so you can't actually see in there, but we do have water movement. Looks to be a nice flow. Oh yeah, it's nice and strong right there. But we're gonna let this run for a few days. I am gonna put some chemical in here to help speed up the cycle and put some other media in here. And we're gonna play with this filter some more, or this pump some more on this for the sump. You can see it's blowing around the sand right now, so it does have good flow in there. You can see the little particles just moving around. We'll get this clear and I'll get this adjusted, and you'll have to stick around for the next video to see how everything turns out and what we end up stocking this with. Well, I'd like to thank y'all for sticking around watching this video. Big thanks to Hygger as well. They did sponsor the lights on this for me and the heater. I did buy the pumps and the bio blocks and stuff like that. Now I do have a link to get 15 or 20% off if you go to their store, petnannystore.com, and use the code TexasFishRoom and save y'all a little bit of money. Like I said, I've had great luck, especially their biomedia. I love that stuff. I use it on 5 of my aquariums out here right now, and will be quite a few more, just because heck, that stuff's a great price and it works great. So also make sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you can see what we put in this, and probably not the next video, but the video after that, because we want to make sure this is good and cycled. And I know I'm already a few days behind on releasing this due to plumbing issues and not getting the right bulkheads and all that fun stuff. Hopefully all that stuff comes back in stock soon, because I have 3 aquariums waiting for bulkheads that are just sitting here. So y'all take it easy.